Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am KJH. I'm a celebrity and editorial makeup artist, and this is going to be my 3 favorite concealers. This is Uncut with KJH, so you get to see the good, the bad, the authentic. I'm currently just pressing upload on a former video that I shot with my other content phone, which is my old iPhone 13, and I actually think there's a bug in the app, so it's probably not going to work, but we're going to fingers crossed that you get to see how I prep skin. Anyway, if you don't, I'll make it again. So, this is concealer. I love concealer. It's my favorite category across complexion. Woo, that was a mouthful. So I'm going to share my 3 favorite ones with you right now. First up, Glossier Stretch Concealer. Comes in this cute little jar. Perfect travel size product, especially based on how I use it. I've prepped my skin with just some serums and a little bit of moisturizer, and I'm just going to go straight in and show you how I apply this product. And I'm going to tell you why I love it. There is a differentiator between each of these products. And actually these products are typically what I would carry in my kit to also use on other people because they all provide different finishes. So, Stretch Concealer, available in 12 shades currently. I might have had a rumor that it's getting a shade extension. However, in all my years of doing makeup with this product in all shades, I've never really struggled getting a shade match. And the reason why is because it's a sheer product and I want to enhance that topic a little. If something is sheer and doesn't have much coverage, it doesn't need loads and loads and loads of shades. If something is full coverage and has intense opacity, then it does need loads and loads and loads of shades and undertones specificities as well. This is my favorite concealer, mainly for the dew and the balm that it has. So this is shade 8. It's a tiny bit warm for me. Typically this would be more of like somebody with a bit more of a tan all year round, but I can make it work because I'm wearing it sheer. So I'm basically just sweeping it on through the center of my face. And what I really love about this is that it isn't, in my opinion, a concealer at all. It's a tinted moisturizer in a balm or solid. Almost like like a Jones Road. Like if Jones Road kind of came at that foundation in the big glass jar at a different angle, this is what it would have been. Because it has more coverage than that. That's even sheerer than this. So if this is too full coverage for you, then the Jones Road might be perfect. It's just that this is like marketed as a concealer, and no shade to former marketing team of Glossier that marketed it this way, but it's really not a concealer because it's so sheer. And if you do apply it full coverage, obviously this isn't my shade, but if you do apply it full coverage, you're still not getting coverage because it's letting my freckles show through. I know a freckle is darker than a pimple, but I'm just trying to give you examples of what it does. This product I would use on somebody with oily skin, but I wouldn't put loads of moisturizer under it. If somebody was very, very dry, I would put moisturizer under it. It really depends on the skin type. But I love this. Makeup artists, I highly recommend this in every single shade. Get it into like one of those Makeup Forever palettes with all 12 holes for now, and then if there is a shade extension in the future, we reassess, but it's beautiful. My second concealer, oh, and also it'll last you forever. My second favorite concealer is this one. So I compared these. People ask me if these two are similar a lot. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer, G8 Cafe au Lait. This is almost like the more full coverage matte sister to this. This is sheer and glossy and luminous. This is matte and this is quite yellow, I mean this foundation concealer. This has much more velvety souffle texture. I'm going to use a smaller brush because I want less of it, specifically because I've already got a little bit of the concealer on from Glossier, but also because I probably wouldn't typically wear loads and loads of this concealer anyway. I'd sort of just spot treat around certain parts of the face. I'm going directly into the jar with the brush because it's my personal one. I would never do this with one from my kit. I would always scoop it out. Hygiene is quite important. If I did though have like a breakout, I wouldn't necessarily go boop, 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 because that's contaminating the product, I think. So this is like the matte sister of the other one. They actually pair so beautifully together. As you can see, you get this like dewiness in certain parts of the face. Let me hold my brush further down so you can see what my skin is doing. My hand was covering it. You get this dewiness from the stretch, but you get that like slight shine control from this in those areas because it's matte, so it's soaking up a little of those excess oils. Probably would need to powder this throughout the day though, just because that's what my skin might need. And yeah, that's a really, really, really good concealer. Comes in a lot of shades. It's beautiful. It doesn't weigh very much, which I like. This is heavier. And I'm actually going to do my third favorite concealer of the moment on the other side of the face so that you can see both sides. And I'm going to pick a different brush just so it's clean and that brush isn't contaminating the effect of the next concealer. So the next concealer that I'm going to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in shade Medium 5. I'm surprised that I'm shade Medium 5, but it works. It's not like too dark or anything like that. It's more yellow than I would typically go. But what I really like about this concealer is that it gives mad coverage, but all the while looks radiant and luminous. So I would say it's a dewier, more full, it's dewier than this, of course. It's not as dewy as this, but it is more like a foundation in a tube. Like it's like a foundation finish. Like it's got like more of that kind of like high opacity, quick gratification. Whereas sometimes the NARS doesn't have that like high impact coverage very quickly, which I actually love about it personally, because it gives you the opportunity to gradually build and gradually get there. I'm using my finger just to kind of remove at the moment, just to take off a little because I used a lot. And blend just where the brush is just being a bit funny. So basically, yeah, those are my three favorites. What else do I love about all of these three things? I mean, I prefer how this side of my face looks for sure, based on the color. This is a little warm, and I just didn't have my correct shade, but I can kind of make it work because I have 20 concealers next to me here that I kind of use and mix and mess with. But finish wise as well, like I love the finish of these two together so much. It's kind of like when I travel, I take these two and maybe another stick concealer. I very rarely will travel with full glass bottle of foundation in my personal makeup bag or in my kit because it's too heavy and I don't need it. I can actually get exactly what I want out of just those two little things. What else do I love about this? I'm not sure how many shades this comes in. I want to say it's about 30. But yeah, it's a nice, gives coverage, beautiful foundation. A few tips and tricks on how to make concealers not crease. Concealers are typically creams. If you apply concealer, I'm going to give you an example. If you apply concealer, this is the NARS again, like that in the eyelid, and you get full coverage out of this product on the eyelid, meaning like you can't see your natural skin through it anymore, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to have a big line right there of concealer. Now, there's two ways to deal with that. There is the way in which where you just will press it out and just remove it when it appears and then powder it, because like maybe you'll continue doing your makeup and then you'll come back to that, who knows. Or you can just really get what's in the brush into the bristles by using your hand and just sort of use it like it's happening a little bit on this one with that Charlotte Tilbury one, and just really get it into the skin, but also just like use your fingertip to just erase the concealer in that one spot right there, and the same with your fingers on any like little folds that are happening when you do your makeup, especially here or here or here. Just use your fingers and the warmth of your fingers to really pull out the makeup that's gathering and that's gonna gather in that area, and then powder it. Eye cream can mess with the way concealer wears, as can serums and oils. Like everything can. Even if you put a foundation underneath your concealer on your eyelids, your foundation could be making your concealer crease. So I guess with that said, I will take a few questions in the comments, and I will hopefully answer them as soon as they come in. If not, I'll try and get to them, or you can ask me in DMs on Instagram, whatever you prefer. But hopefully this answered as many questions that you might have had that you didn't realize that you had, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's been happening to me. That makes sense. That's sort of the point of this. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. Look at my teeth, they're really getting straight. It's so weird. Everybody's like, oh, but I loved your butterfly teeth, and I'm like, yeah, my teeth were cute, but I'm 39 and I'm gonna be 40 this year in October, and I'm like, I'm ready for a new smile. Not because I'm ready to look like a different person. I'm just like, first of all, they're my teeth, so I'll do what I want, obviously. And I know that everybody just means nice things when they say like, oh, I loved your teeth before, they were really cute and endearing and charming or whatever. But like, if I had these teeth for 35 years, however old I was when my big teeth came in, and I'm like a little bit like bored of them now. So it's like, well, if I can straighten them and have a different look, and also I don't have to wear my retainers if I don't wear my retainers, they'll just go right back. So if I don't like them straight, I actually don't have to commit. Anyway, I'm excited for a new smile because I think it will give me, like, you know, it's like with anything. It's like, it's just a really random explanation of what I'm about to say, but it's like a new haircut. It's very different on the spectrum of, my tummy's rumbling. It's very different on the spectrum of, you know, caliber of things in beauty or in aesthetics. But it's a new vibe to the thing that you look at every day. And, you know, for me, I would find it hard to smile sometimes in photographs at certain angles because I would like my teeth from the front, like maybe like this, but then I would hate my smile from the side because it was like my teeth looked like they were invisible because they were like so inverted. Anyway, I am so happy to be creating content today. It's literally when I'm in it in my zone, it's my therapy. So anyway, I'm gonna go have a snack and then I'm gonna shoot some more videos. So lots of love and pop any questions below. I hope that helped.